You're listening to Live Music Showcase on 88.5 WMNF Tampa. I'm your host, Ken Apperson. On today's semi-spooky episode, I get to be the captain of the USS Eisenstadt here at Live Music Showcase. And we have one of my favorite local singers here in studio today, Summer Hoop. How are you, Summer?
Hi, I am so great. I'm so happy to be here. You're dressed as that guy from Star Wars?
Star Trek, yes.
Oh, Star Trek. Oh, okay, cool.
They're the same thing. And as soon as I said that, some of our listeners just burst into flames with rage. It's hilarious, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I fully encourage that. It's all right. We're going to hear a little bit of music from Summer today. We're going to probably inevitably hear a few Halloween puns from myself and maybe from Summer as well, based on what I just heard before we got live. If you want to tune in to the live stream on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. We would love to have you. Just go to WMNF's Live Music Showcase on Facebook. You can also follow us on Instagram at 88.5 underscore LMS 88.5. Nope, LMS underscore 88.5 FM. There it is. So I'd love to hear the first song, if that's okay with you guys.
Okay.
What's it called?
It's called Dagger.
Yeah, all right.
I know you had mentioned this one. Yeah, this is the second song that I put out a few months ago. There's a video for it out on YouTube. It's such a sick video. So if you have time, go check it out. You're just a picture I can't touch, can't compare, not good enough. I'm waging my wars on giving in or giving up. Is that so tough? I've given up on my cool, my skin is turned inside out. Do you see me now? Do you see me now? I'm the one built to lose, and you're back on the prowl. We'll have a lifetime, just take your bow. Did you find your moment in the light? A kiss with a fist, did it come with a bite? In the middle of a crowd, I lost my mouth, but you won't remember 10 minutes from now. You're throwing pebbles while I'm catching stars in the back of a car parked outside a gritty bar. Who cares if I play this part? You're a dagger to the heart. Oh. Fixated on those demons I've learned to ignore. Where they go, I won't they knock on my door. I never really loved it, I will bleed to the core. But fine, and you left me like an open sore. Small imitations, fake invitations. Got too much patience, please make a statement. Too much depleted and your love's defeated. But you say I'm just conceited. Did you find your moment in the light? A kiss with a fist, did it come with a bite? In the middle of a crowd, I lost my mouth, but you won't remember 10 minutes from now. You're throwing pebbles while I'm catching stars in the back of a car parked outside a goodie bar. Who cares if I play this part? You're a dagger to the heart. Oh. I could hate you now, but I could get real close, could get real close. And I don't think that I could love you now, but I could get real close, could get real close. And I don't think that I could hate you now, but I could get real close, could get real close. And I don't think that I could love you now, but I could get real close, could get real close. Did you find your moment in the light? A kiss with a fest, did it come with a bite? In the middle of a crowd, I lost my mouth, but you won't remember 10 minutes from now. You're throwing pebbles while I'm catching stars in the back of a car parked outside a goodie bar. Who cares if I play this part? You're a dagger to the heart. Oh. Who cares if I play this part? You're a dagger to the heart. Oh. Who cares if I play this part? You're a dagger to the heart. Oh.
Nice. Nice. Very nice. Summer Hoop on Live Music Showcase here on WMNF 88.5. Nick Wilson over there on the guitar accompanying her. Thanks, Nick.
Of course.
Nick does a lot around town, too. He's part of a band called Sick Hot. They're making moves locally as well. Pretty cool.
Thank you.
So you guys have been playing together for a good amount of time, yeah?
Yeah, a really long time, actually. We met when we were like 12 years old. We went to the same middle school, and there was like this middle school band thing we put together, and we would just play like Guns N' Roses covers and like Paramore covers.
Yeah.
And we'd play it at like the little local things that our school would have, like
Yeah.
either yearbook signings
Of course.
or like this event they would have out on the track called
Yeah.
Night Under the Stars. We would play it, and it was like my first taste of what it was like to be in a band.
Okay.
And I had already known I had wanted to do it since I was a kid.
How old were you when you realized you wanted to do this?
When I saw Avril Lavigne on MTV when I was like 8 years old. I saw the music video for My Happy Ending, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. I have to do this.
I want to be that.
Yes.
I want to be that. Okay. Do you still feel that way about Avril Lavigne?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I have moved on to different influences, but I can't forget her because she was the first one.
Okay.
And she was one of those like women in rock that I saw that like made me feel empowered. So
Sure.
I was like, oh my God, this is so cool.
That first one is really important to every
Yeah.
musician, you know, no matter who it is.
Yes.
And some of us get a little ridiculed for it, you know, as we, like, for example, when I was a kid, it was the Eagles for me. It was the Eagles. Dad brought home an album of the Eagles, and I grew up, and The Big Lebowski made everyone hate the Eagles for some reason. And I was like, no, don't hate the Eagles. Anyway, so Daggers, that song Daggers, what's that about? Tell me what that's about.
Yeah, that song Dagger is
Dagger, I'm sorry. Yeah, I keep wanting to pluralize
You're
it. Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
I actually wrote that song quite a few years ago. I started the rough drafts for that song probably when I was like 15. And I'm now 22, so it's been a while that I've had that song in my back pocket. And it's kind of about when you meet somebody that just moves completely different than you. And I don't know, I feel like I'm a very like straightforward person.
Okay.
And I'm like very impatient. Like I want things now. I want
Okay.
them fast. I want them right away. But not everybody like moves like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like the heartbreak of like wanting things to happen that are not gonna happen.
Okay.
That's why it's like, who cares if I play this part? Use dagger to the heart.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite lines of that song is like, you're throwing pebbles while I'm catching stars in the back of a car. It's kind of like somebody who you know, back in the day when they would like throw pebbles at the window to get somebody's attention.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like, oh, you're being so subtle. I'm already moved on. Like I'm doing far different things.
Yeah. Pick it up. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what that song is about. And I
Yeah.
loved how the music video came out for that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it looks really great. For anyone who's listening right now that wants to check out that music video, you can definitely go and do that. I would say just Google Summer Hoop or go to YouTube and search Summer Hoop. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, look up Summer Hoop music, because sometimes if you just look
That's
up Summer
fair.
Hoop, a bunch of basketball summer camps come up.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
So your SEO is right in line with basketball summer camp.
Yes.
That's your demographic. I love it. That's great. Perfect. Absolutely. That's that's one of the drawbacks of having a Summer Hoop as your
Right.
name. Yeah. Are you any good at
Sometimes I
basketball?
Tell people, I wish if I could be good
Yeah.
at any sport, it would be basketball.
As in you'd want to be good at it?
Yes.
Okay.
I tried to play sports growing up, and I was just so below average at all of them.
Yeah.
And I would be on the team, but I would never get to play. But I like to be like a part of something, so that was cool. But no, I was not tall enough for basketball and was not athletic enough for any other sport.
That's awesome. Well, I'd love to hear another song if that's okay with you.
Okay, the next song. Yeah, we're gonna play. It's called Bottom. This is an unreleased song.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're listening to Summer Hoop on Live Music Showcase here at 88.5.
Another night, another restless day in the back of a car, and it's way too late. You call me up, I don't remember your name, and it sounds messed up, but it sure feels great. And I'm down on my luck, it's a different day. Couldn't pay me enough just to get my head straight. Just to get my head straight. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm scraping at the bottom of the barrel. Spent all my dinero. I want 30 seconds of bliss. I wanna live a life that's heavy metal, screaming out the window, young and all out of love. And I don't wanna have to hurt someone. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm scraping at the bottom of the barrel, oh, of the barrel. We talk in tongues, but I'm still listening, and I can't comprehend a single thing. Want me to stop, but you still want me to sing, and it's I knew this would happen. And I'm down on my luck, it's the same old day. Maybe I'll disappear while I get my head straight. While I get my head straight. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm scraping at the bottom of the barrel. Spent all my dinero. I want 30 seconds of bliss. I wanna live a life that's heavy metal, screaming out the window, young and all out of love. And I don't wanna have to hurt someone. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm scraping at the bottom of the barrel, all of the barrel. Maybe I just need some time more. All my friends, they drop like flies more. Maybe I just need some time more. All my friends, they drop like flies more. Maybe I just need some time more. Don't wanna feel this till I die, no. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm scraping at the bottom of the barrel. Spent all my dinero. I want 30 seconds of bliss. I wanna live a life that's heavy metal, screaming out the window, young and all out of love. And I don't wanna have to hurt someone. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm scraping at the bottom of the barrel, of the barrel. I'm scraping at the bottom of the barrel, oh, of the barrel. I'm scraping at the bottom of the barrel, oh, of the barrel.
You're listening to Live Music Showcase, the one and only Live Music Showcase here on 88.5. We're live in studio with Summer Hoop. That's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
That's a really beautiful song.
Thanks.
How did you write that song?
That's actually one of the more recent ones that I wrote about like 5 or 6 months ago. I think I had just realized I was writing a lot about like heartbreak and how other people have hurt me and how other people have done me wrong. And then I think one day I was just having a really down day and I was feeling really down on myself. And then I just ended up writing this song, which is, you know, pretty much about me. And I just remember I was in my car, probably parked in some parking lot because I'm always just parked in my car when I write music. And I was just, I don't know, thinking about everything that was going on. And I started writing this song. Literally the first lyric I thought of was, I don't want you to see me like this, you know, scraping at the bottom of the barrel. Because I was just feeling really bad. And I was thinking like the people that I loved the most, like saw me this way, I would be so embarrassed.
Why?
I feel like a hard time being vulnerable. And
Okay.
I want to have like this tough exterior, like nothing, you know, nothing hurts me.
Sure.
When in reality, a lot of things hurt me. So,
It's true for most people, I think.
yeah.
Especially people that like to present that tough exterior.
Right.
I
It's
know
like
that
I
I can-
present a tough exterior, but then you can hear any of my songs. And you could
Yeah.
be like, yeah, she's upset about a lot.
Sure, sure.
Summer's friend, she puts on this tough exterior, but she's just really the crybaby.
Listen.
Are you she's a cryberry?
She's a little sweetheart on the
Aw.
inside. She just
Yeah.
Well, you know, the truth is, you know, when it comes to music, when it comes to artistry, and specifically when it comes to music, that's what we have to do. We have to take those emotions and those moments that are deep and meaningful to us, and we have to kind of capture them and then lay them out across 4 chords and hope that it ends up being something that not only makes us feel better, but allows our audience to maybe feel better too.
No, for sure. I mean, I write a lot that I'm like, okay, these feelings that I have, I can kind of put them to rest a little bit because I had put them into a song. I'm like, whatever this horrible feeling was, at least I have encapsulated it in something that I can have forever.
Yeah.
And that I've been able to be honest with myself about it. So if I'm ever like, I don't know, feeling a certain way, I can be like, well, listen, you wrote this song that explains A, B, and C as to why you feel that way. So I don't know why you're so confused, you know?
As a good reminder of,
Right.
Of that. Yeah, okay. So when it comes to songs like that, and it sounds like you've written a good number of songs like that, as far as like being vulnerable and feeling vulnerable and all that stuff. How important is it to you that your audience receives it that way, that they identify with it?
There is an importance that people do see themselves and like their own issues in the songs
Yeah.
and like can relate, but I never want to make something that I'm like, I'm going to make this very general so a lot of people can relate to it. Like I want somebody like me to be hearing this song and be like, that is so crazy. That's
Yeah.
exactly how I feel. But I would understand if somebody else heard it and was like, I don't really understand what she's saying.
It's a common songwriting mistake that a lot of, especially like fledgling songwriters who want to be professional, they make the mistake of going too general.
Right.
Now there are plenty of examples of songs that have had success with that. But I think by and large, at least me personally, I can only talk about my own personal taste, but when I hear somebody tell their story, I identify with that way more because then I look for the pieces of that I can relate to.
Yes.
And then it's not like some, person far and away is telling me a story. It's more like I'm having a conversation with someone, and a deep, intimate conversation, and I feel like I know them. And I love that quality of that song that you just played
Thank you.
because it does have that.
Thank you so much.
It's really nice.
I
very
can't wait
nice.
to put this one out. It'll probably be out later this year. It's
I'm
called
looking forward to
Bottom. Thank you.
Called The Bottom. The Bottom or Bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Bottom, top. Anyway. So I'd love to hear the next song. Let's hear another
Okay.
one.
Hold on.
It's weak.
Okay.
Chronically dry mouth. I'm so sorry.
Well, this is Florida, and it's typically in Florida because of the humidity. Singers love singing here, but this time of year, especially with the wind and everything that's been happening today.
Florida has been kicking my butt. I just found out I have a bunch of allergies.
Oh,
that are all like
no.
native to Florida. Anyway,
Oh,
it's not
man.
important.
Singer kryptonite.
Right. This next song is called Weak. I really love playing this song live. Like, it's very powerful live.
Like week or weekend, or
Weak. Just weak. Like weak. Like I'm weak.
I'm just messing with you.
Shoot.
That's okay.
Alright.
That's all right. They fly by fast. I told you there would be puns. There will be puns. You're listening to Live Music Showcase. We're live in studio with Summer Hoop. This is Week.
You got me taking things I can't spell, got me worried about my outfit. You got me having stories I can't tell, just forget my former self. And you got me dancing blind in the dark, got me losing all my spark. And you got me keeping score from the start, forget my favorite parts. And I don't wanna know the dreams aren't only dreams. When I leave this city I never sleep. When I leave your arms my lungs are weak. Just to relapse, I'll be back in another week. You got me landing roles I can't play, pity me or stay away. The chemicals are filling up my brain, now I'm circling the drain. I'm waking up outside of myself, got me living in a hell. You got me thinking I'm heaven sent, with sins I can't repent. And I don't wanna know what life's like in between. Dirty sheets, but my slate's not staying clean. Still you preach I'm your golden figurine, and I'll never find another with that empathy. empathy. And I'll never have to wonder why you ruined my sleep. But I'll always have to cover up my tracks. Vaccines never changed a thing. I couldn't change on my own. I'm finding a home wherever I loathe you most. When you hold me close, and I'm starting to think this is all for jokes. And you, whoa, yeah, you got me taking things I can't spell. Got me worried about my health. And whoa, yeah, you got me having stories I can't tell. Forget my former self. And I don't wanna know that dreams aren't only dreams. When I leave this city, I never sleep. When I leave your arms, my lungs are awake. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake. I am awake.
Awesome. You're listening to Live Music Showcase on 88.5. We're live in studio with Summer Hoop. That's a great song.
Thank you.
So I've noticed that for starters, we got a couple of compliments in the live stream already.
Is it my dad?
No. I don't know. I don't know your dad's name. I know he's not David Bryant, though.
It's not David.
David?
Shout out Greg Hoop.
Oh, great.
Took me to a lot of concerts growing up. I'll never forget that.
I like that's awesome. Yep. That's that's what I do with my dad too. Absolutely.
Right.
I love it. Yeah, no. So David was like, I love her outfit. We can't hear it on the radio, but I love her outfit.
Thank you.
So if you're listening on the radio right now and you want to check out Summer's outfit, go check out the live stream.
You have to. It's orange and black because I thought like kind of Halloween colors.
Yeah.
Then I have these cool like two-tone pants.
Two-tone
Little
pants.
outfit of the day for you guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank
the
you
look,
so much.
The look of the day. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. So I've seen you perform live before, like with a full band, like Crowbar and things like that. You have some of the best stage presence of I'll qualify it a little bit just because I don't get to see female performers as often, but
Right.
the female performers I've seen, you have some of the best stage presence of any that I've seen in a long time, especially like, the younger generation who don't have as much stage experience.
Right.
So you've been performing for a long time though, since you were really young. How did you develop that? Did it come naturally to you?
Well, if we go back to like back when I was in that little band when I was 12 years old.
The little band?
Yes, the little band. I was a little scared at the time, and I feel like I was very coy, just kind of like stood there.
Okay.
And then years went by, and I saw Paramore for the first time, and I saw Hayley Williams on that stage, and I was like, oh my God, her energy was so good. And I was like, if I ever like put on a show, it has to be as good as this. Or I
Okay.
would see like Gwen Stefani, and I was like, well, my stage presence has to be this good if I ever do this. And then when I was 16, we started a band, the one that he's still in now, Sick Hot. And we started playing shows. And I don't know what happened, but as soon as I like got on that stage, I just could not care less what was going on. And I was like, this is the most fun I could ever be having. I said this the other day at the Floridian, the last show that we played. I was on stage, it just kind of slipped out of my mouth. Like the night before a live show feels like Christmas to me.
Really?
It is so exciting because I love playing live so much.
Okay.
I love just being able to do whatever I want because when you're on stage, nobody can tell you anything. If I want to get on the floor, I'll get on the floor. Like if I want to whip my hair, I will whip my hair.
So hang on. So for so many people, getting on stage is terrifying. Right. Even some of the like pros, even the pro, like I still get nerves every now and then. Not that I'm a pro on your level, but like, so for you, it's freedom.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like I can't. That is how I explain the feeling. It's like Christmas every time.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
What?
Do you like when you're like performing and stuff? Do you like go on autopilot mode in a way? Like you just kind of
I black out.
Because that's
Do
what
you
happens
really?
to me.
Yeah.
Like when I'm playing as well, like I'm going hard. I don't remember what I'm doing. Like in the moment, I'm just doing it. I'm like on autopilot.
I'll get off
Okay.
the stage and I'll be like, was that good? And everybody's like, yeah, that was so great. And I was like, I have no idea what just happened.
Okay, but you feel good about it after you get off stage.
I feel happy and fulfilled.
Good.
I mean, naturally, like anybody else, I am my own biggest critic.
Sure.
So if I go back and I watch a video of myself, I'm just like, dang, why did you do that? Or why did you say that? Or why did you look like that? but it's like everybody around me is so supportive
Yeah.
that they are like, I had such a good time. Like, I love watching you perform, that I kind of have to, my voice that is telling me like the bad things, I have to be like, shh, everybody else is so supportive, so you must be a little bit crazy. You know?
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got a good number of things coming up. You've got this new music that you've been putting out. Some of it you've been waiting to put out for quite some time. You've got a couple of really big shows coming up. You're doing the cruise with Melissa Etheridge.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
I'm
And
so
I want to talk
excited.
about that a little bit in a little while. You're doing Next Big Thing. You seem to be on a path now. You seem to be getting some momentum. And in a little while after this next song, I want to talk a little bit about where you're planning to go, where you want to go after
Okay,
this.
for sure.
But I want to hear another song first.
Okay. What's our next song?
I'm
sorry.
What is the next one?
What
The
is
next
it?
song.
Is it Beyond Repair?
If you're listening right now, you're listening to Live Music Showcase on 88.5 WMNF Tampa. We're live in studio with Summer Hoop.
This song is the last song that I put out like 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's called Beyond Repair.
I thought that it gets easier every day, and I thought that I could grow from the pain in your messed up ways. 4 years gone, and you're still surprised that I have changed. And OCD got the way you're obsessed with controlling me. You hit my line with every SOS, whether a call from jail or the urgent care. Oh baby, we are so far beyond repair. And I got older, stopped seeing the bright side, and you got bolder, stopped hiding your bad side. Oh baby, we are so far beyond repair. And too many roads that I cannot take because I see your face. And too many songs that I cannot play because you ruined them for me. 2 nights too long that I'm worried sick, are you even breathing? And too many wrongs that you cannot right because I will not stay up another night. Hit my line with every SOS, whether a call from jail or the urgent care. Oh baby, we are so far beyond repair. And I got older, stopped seeing the bright side, and you got bolder, stopped hiding your bad side. Oh baby, we are so far beyond repair. We are so far beyond repair. Oh, oh. Ooh, ooh. When I'm finally gone, I want you to know that I did truly care. I just can't sing this song anymore without you here. You hit my line with every SOS, whether a call from jail or the urgent care. Oh baby, we are so far beyond repair. And I got older, stopped seeing the bright side, and you got bolder, stopped hiding your bad side. Oh baby, we are so far beyond repair. We are so far. We are so far. We are so far beyond repair.
You're listening to Live Music Showcase. We're live in studio with Summer Hoop. We've got all kinds of comments here on the live stream. If you're not tuning into the live stream on Facebook, you're missing out right now for a number of reasons. Let's see. I like Summer's outfit. We talked about that one. Okay. Love this song. Love your songs and beautiful voice, Summer. That's Denise Marsh. Sorry, Denise Marsh.
Thank you.
So fresh and so clean. Beautiful song. Hearts. Devil horns with the fingers. I love it. Thank you guys so much for your comments on there. Feel free to go in there and leave a comment by all means. So I'm always curious to ask, especially people that seem to be really committed to being musicians. There's those of us out there who are less committed. You know, they're weekend warriors, so to speak. They play once in a while for fun. They put out an album once every 10 years because they want to. That doesn't seem to be you. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
all right.
it's not me because
Right.
I have literally no backup plan. So please stream my music. I have no other talents.
No safety net whatsoever. Yeah.
Safety net.
I love that. That's perfect. So then I'm always curious to ask people that are that committed because there seems to be frequently a moment of catalyst where they just they made that decision, whether it's like when they were little kids or there was a moment. So was there a moment for you in your career, maybe like you were having a bad stretch of gigs, you were having some bad experiences, you had a bad night on stage and you were like, do I really want to do this? Did you have anything like that?
Yeah, in a sense, after I graduated high school back in 2017, and I decided to leave the band I was in at the time because it wasn't I knew that me in that band wasn't going to go anywhere because they had very different influences and I knew what they needed to do. So for a year, I went to Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee, and I studied voice. And I just had a really bad year. I was not vibing with college. I did not like the structure of it. I feel like I wasn't really being creative in the ways I wanted to be creative.
Okay.
So I dropped out and I moved back home. And I was serving at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm still in the service industry, don't get me wrong.
So
but,
common. It's a common thing. Yeah.
So I was serving and I just was feeling very down because I wasn't doing anything creative. I was still writing songs, but I was just okay, well, I don't have this band anymore. I'm not in college anymore. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to keep pursuing this dream that I have that I feel in my heart I could put all my energy and time into, but I just didn't have the means? And that's where I actually met my now manager. This guy named Pat. He was just eating at the restaurant.
Where you were working.
Yeah, where I was working.
Okay.
And I saw these girls would always talk to him, and I was like, what is the deal with Pat? He's,
he was a regular.
he was just a regular.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, he gives out concert tickets because he owns this production lighting and sound company, ESI.
Yes.
And I was like, damn, I want concert tickets. So my initial thing was to get some concert tickets. And then while I was talking to him, I was like, I write music.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, at that time, I was playing this show at the Crowbar, opening up for Nick's band, Sick Hot. They had an EP release show. And I invited him. I was like, will you come see me perform maybe? And I played one original song. And he was like, I really like that original song. I was like, no way. And that's when
And the
that
rest
kind
is
of came.
history.
The rest is history. And God, he's just such a great guy. And the whole everybody at ESI has been so nice and helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of dragged me out of me feeling well, what am I supposed to do now? Where am I supposed to go? Because then I started showing him all my original music. That one, the Beyond Repair was the first one I played for him.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't really know if this is finished. And he was like, that song is that's done. That song is
Put a bow
ready
on
to
it.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that kind of restored my hope. Granted, my parents and my friends and stuff like that, they always were supportive.
They've always pushed you to keep going.
Yes, they
Okay.
never were do you want to maybe have a backup plan or something?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to dentistry school?
Have
it was
you thought
never
this through?
Right. They were
Maybe you
she'll
should
figure it out.
Yeah, that's funny. That's great. Well, it's so important to have a great supportive family unit, and so many musicians don't have that because no matter how talented, no matter how talented they are, parents sometimes they just don't see that as a viable option, and it comes from love. They're scared for their child. They want to see them be safe and secure, but that's not always the way to be happy, is
No,
it?
my parents are so cool. They've been taking me to concerts since I was 4. My first concert was Nickelback. And then it was Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Wow.
They've taken me to see Fleetwood Mac, Van Halen, The Who, Kiss.
Who's your favorite concert?
My favorite concert
Ever.
Oh, don't
Period.
do that to me.
Yourself
Yeah.
at the Floridian.
Okay.
Come on.
Myself at the Floridian.
There it is. Yeah,
No,
there it
I
is.
was like front row for a Weezer Pixies concert a couple years
wow.
ago, and I love Weezer.
Sure.
Like I will never tolerate Weezer slander.
Okay.
And like I love Weezer, and that was a really good show because I was right there in front row. So yeah, probably that one.
Yeah. Did you take notes while you were there? Where you were like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll do that. That looks good. I'll steal that maybe a
Right.
little bit.
I was mostly just trying to like not to die because it's so hot outside.
Oh, yeah.
But I was taking some notes. If I could write with anybody, it would be Rivers Cuomo from Weezer. So
All right. Well, let's get our people on it. Let's get that started. I love
All right,
that.
Rivers.
Yeah.
they're playing the next big thing.
There it
Not the
is.
day that I'm playing, but I'm gonna be knocking on their dressing room door. I'd be like, please, just 1 minute.
Gently. Yeah.
Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus?
There it is.
Christ?
Yeah, there it is. That's definitely the end, I'm
Right.
sure. Yeah. All right. How many songs do you have for us today, by the way?
We could play 3 more. It's up to you.
That's perfect. Okay, I'd love to hear one more.
Right? Okay, 1 more?
Well, continue like
Oh, okay.
at this moment.
Wait,
Maybe
how
not
many
3
can we
it
play?
simultaneously,
Maybe we
just one. Yeah, at a time.
What's now? Our own sins?
Get your set list.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like,
If you're just joining us right now, you're listening to Live Music Showcase. We have Summer Hoop in studio right now. She's got a big lineup of shows coming up. She's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. Feel free to go and find her. Summer Hoop, just how it sounds, like the season and then basketball. Exactly.
Yes.
Is that right? Is that how we remember it?
Yeah.
Okay. Take it away. Go for it.
This song is called Our Own Sins. Tell me I'm a waste of space, but then I take your breath away. You really want me back, but babe, you're not helping your case. Put my problems on the shelf so I could help you out of your so-called hell. How do you feel right now? 'Cause babe, you're not looking too well. He only likes cocaine and get in his way, and there's just nothing that I can say. I don't wanna talk about this, we're just a couple narcissists, and in the end, oh baby, no, I'll win. And I don't wanna do this again, 'cause we will never have enough friends, and in the end, oh babe, I know you'll win. 'Cause we're just too in love with our own sins. Put a stake right through my heart and carved your name. You left me scarred, but joke's on you, I left things in the dark. If you don't hate me now, hope you get real close. Not gonna break your fall, hope you slip and choke, but you still look so pretty down in the smoke. He only likes to drink and get in his way, and there's just nothing that I can say. I don't wanna talk about this, we're just a couple narcissists, and in the end, oh baby, no, I'll win. And I don't wanna do this again, 'cause we will never have enough friends, and in the end, oh babe, I know you'll win. 'Cause we're just too in love with our own sins. You got so much to say, why don't you step out the way now? Why not end all the pain now? You could cry out. I got nothing to say, why don't you step out the way now? Why not end all the games now? Don't wanna cry out. He only likes cocaine and get in his way, and there's just nothing that I can say. I don't wanna talk about this, there's no more romance in your kiss, and in the end, oh, ignorance is bliss. I don't wanna talk about this, we're just a couple narcissists, and in the end, oh baby, no, I'll win. And I don't wanna do this again, 'cause we will never have enough friends, and in the end, oh babe, I know you'll win. 'Cause we're just too in love with our own. I don't wanna talk about this. There's no more romance in your kiss. We're just too in love with our own. I don't
Oh, 'cause we will never end the friends. We're just too in love with our own sins.
You're listening to Live Music Showcase 88.5. We're live in studio with Summer Hoop. Now, Summer, we're just kind of getting to know each other here today a little bit better. I've been aware of you for several years for sure. But so I'm curious, like, how much have you gotten to travel with your music?
Really, not at all.
Not much,
this
right?
cruise will be the first traveling experience.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll only stay on the cruise, so we're just traveling in the water.
Yeah.
I mean, we're playing on the cruise. But no, I would love to tour. That would be the dream to like.
That's the
obviously
dream?
Go on my own tour, but yeah, to open up for somebody on tour or something.
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
Now, touring, a lot of bands, it's make or break. Touring is. It's rough. The road is rough. Sometimes you're living out of a van for 6 months at a time. Sometimes you don't have anywhere to do your laundry. There's this glamorization of being on the road that doesn't always exist for every musician. Do you find yourself looking at that and still looking forward to it?
Yeah, I think I could speak for both of us that we really could not care the circumstances. If we were playing every night, like across the country, that'd be incredible. Because first of all, I would love to travel and see new places. And I don't have a lot like holding me down here specifically. Obviously, I have my family and a couple friends, but if there's nothing that I'm like, oh, I can't leave Florida for months at a time. I'll go right now.
No kids, no dogs.
No kids, no dogs, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, I'm sure it would be kind of rough. And I do always have a joke where I'm like, I could never go to a camping festival because I'm too high maintenance. Like, I always joke like that, but really, if I was playing music, I don't care. I will, shower with baby wipes if I have to.
Okay, yeah. So, in that case, is there anything when it comes to a music career that you are afraid of, that you do dread? Or is it all just open arms, gimme it, I'm here for it?
It's hard when you are like, when you know none of it, really.
None of the industry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when I'm so new to it, it's like I can't even say like, oh, I'm so scared of when this time comes because it seems so far away. And
Sure.
it seems like it would just even be a dream for it to happen that I can't think about like, oh, what if my dreams happen and then this happens? Like, obviously I'm scared of, because you hear a lot of things about labels and bad contracts.
Yeah.
I would never want to be in that position.
Sure.
But I would just hope I have good people on my team to make sure I don't get put in that position. I mean, I don't know.
I would be scared, like, when you get to the point when you're, like, making other people money and, like, you're kind of a liability.
When you're responsible for other people's well-being, their livelihood.
That's when I would get scared.
Okay.
I feel like a constant fear for me is just, like, becoming irrelevant. Just in general. So, like, just irrelevancy and, like, how you see artists that literally just become irrelevant. And you're like, shoot.
No, Summer Hoop will live forever.
Yeah, there it is. That's the mentality. Yeah.
Or just, like, running out of, like, because I feel like right now I write a lot. And, if I write 10 songs, one of them is going to be okay.
Yeah, you're going to be happy with them.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it came a day that, like, I felt like I just, like, ran out of all the magic and I just
that was
going to
be that's what I was going to ask. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's usually for like as a songwriter, that's terrifying. The idea that suddenly the lightning bolt that you feel like maybe struck you that you can bottle up stops striking.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of that?
Yes.
This is the Halloween episode. We're discussing fears. That's what's happening. Yes.
So I am scared, but I know as I just go through more experiences, I will have more to say. As of right now, I write all my songs. All the lyrics are me. Chords, melodies are me.
Yeah.
And I would be open to trying to write with somebody else. I don't know how I would feel about having somebody else help me write lyrics yet, just because I like the fact that everything I say comes from me. It feels very true to me. So yeah, I'd be scared of running out of things to say, but I have like a million things to say.
Yeah.
There's so many things I want to say.
You have no shortage of things to say. Yeah. Okay, so and this is the last thing in this particular thread, just because I do want to hear another song, if we can. But when it comes to like the things you have to say, and we talked about like your message reaching your audience, right? So every songwriter at one point or another seems to go through a phase where they want to get a message out, where a cause means something to them. Have you hit that part of your songwriting career yet?
Sorry. Man, somebody else asked me this kind of question like a few months ago, and I didn't even know back then. I'm not sure. As of right now, I would just like to continue making music that I feel like girls like me, or boys, but like can hear and be like, I feel myself and see myself in her. I'm not like, right now I need to make this point about this and I want everybody to hear it.
Yeah.
I have lots of things that I want to say, and I sometimes find as a consumer, because I consume so much music all the time,
Okay.
that sometimes I find a hard time seeing myself in other people, or like looking for a female artist out there that I feel like is saying something that I relate to,
Yeah.
or just like has, I don't know, lived a life and had experiences that I relate to. So I would hope I can just be that girly who's a little rough around the edges. I'm not perfect, and I don't want to ever try to be perfect, that somebody else can be like, oh, I see myself in her.
Okay. So basically what I'm hearing is that you really, and I think this is good, you want to just do your own thing and let people see themselves in
Right.
that.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
do my own thing, and I want to put a huge emphasis on just like a really good live show, because
Yeah.
like even if you don't particularly like somebody's music, if
Yeah.
they put on a really good live show, they can kind of like woo you with that. I don't want anybody to ever like go to a summer hoop show and be like, that was boring.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Yeah.
possible right now. That's no.
I just want everybody to have a good time, and I want to keep writing music that feels true to me. I know it's so cliche.
No, it's an archetype. There are stereotypes, and then there are the archetypes that those stereotypes are based on. And as a songwriter, you don't have to worry about being a stereotype because you're creating the thing upon which the stereotype is based. You like that?
That's what I was going to say.
That's
yeah.
what you were going to say. There it is. Yes, of course. Yeah, great minds. Absolutely. All right, well, I'd love to hear another song.
Okay. This song is the first song that I ever put out.
Awesome.
It's called The End. It's my debut single.
You're listening to Live Music Showcase on 88.5. Engage.
We go through phases. Another story, think my chemicals are changing. And now I'm worried that this dark cloud's gonna stay here. I'm either broken or I've simply just awakened. Say there's no meaning. Try to feel better, look for something to believe in. Or if you want to, we can go and seek some treatment. You said I love you, but there is no deeper reason. Sometimes I feel cold, like we got seconds to go. I don't wanna think about the end tonight, no. I just wanna stay here with my friends tonight, 'cause I know that it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. Oh, I just wanna get down, let go with the letdown. I don't wanna think about the end tonight. I know that empty feeling when I see the daylight. And I don't wanna feel wrong, but I never feel right. Oh, I don't wanna come down, sunrise until sundown. I try to fake it, daylight and nighttime, but I still am feeling empty. Replay that one line where you wish you never met me. You're just a victim of my psycho inner workings. And sometimes I feel cold, like we got seconds to go. I don't wanna think about the end tonight, no. I just wanna stay here with my friends tonight, 'cause I know that it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. Oh, I just wanna get down, let go with the letdown. I don't wanna think about the end tonight. I know that empty feeling when I see the daylight. And I don't wanna feel wrong, but I never feel right. Oh, I don't wanna come down, sunrise until for a brief moment I'm feeling eternal. The heat of it all, I am coming full circle. For a brief moment I'm feeling eternal. In the heat of it all, I am coming full circle. For a brief moment I'm feeling eternal. In the heat of it all, I am coming full circle. For a brief moment I'm feeling eternal. The heat of it all, I am coming full circle. I'm coming full circle. I don't wanna think about the end tonight, no. I just wanna stay here with my friends tonight, 'cause I know that it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. Oh, I just wanna get down, let go with it. I don't wanna think about the end tonight. I know that empty feeling when I see the daylight. And I don't wanna feel wrong, but I never feel right. Oh, I don't wanna come down, sunrise or noon. I don't wanna think about the end tonight. I know that empty feeling when I see the daylight. And I don't wanna feel wrong, but I never feel right. Oh, I don't wanna come down, sunrise until sundown.
Awesome, awesome. You're listening to Live Music Showcase here on 88.5 WMNF. We're live in studio with Summer Hoop, Nick Wilson over there on the guitar. We're coming up to the end of the show. Coming up after our show, we have the Rhythm Revival with Reverend Billy. It's an incredible show, really, really great show. If you're a fan of the classics, of roots blues, of funk, it's a great journey into those songs, into that music, and the stories behind that music. So hope you stick around and keep listening. Here in our studio, on our show, we have a huge team of people here working behind the scenes tirelessly to make sure the listeners and the live streamers get the best possible quality. Here in the studio, on the studio team, Mark Perfetti's inside the studio making sure we sound fantastic. He's our lead sound engineer. Richard Stone is the audio assistant in post-production. He handles the video once it goes up on YouTube as well, so thank you so much for that, Richard. Bob Hoke is our video director. Ed Lehman and Marcy Connors over there on cameras. Pamela Robinson is our audio assistant. Sam Haval in there manning the board, opping the board for us, making sure we get out on the airwaves today. And Brian Van Fleet handling studio ops. Thank you so much to our team coming in every week. You guys really are fantastic and amazing. And personally, it just makes it so much easier to have a great team. So thank you so much. Next week, we have Van Platting coming in. She's returning to the show. She hasn't been on in a while. She's a singer-songwriter and of the folk Americana variety. She's really fantastic. So we hope that you guys will come back and listen to us next week. We are here every single Friday at 2 p.m., 2:05 to be exact, live on 88.5 WMNF. On WMNF.org if you want to listen on your computer. You can also listen to old past episodes, any of the past episodes over the past 2 years in the station's archives. So feel free to go and check it out. Listen to the past episodes. We'd love to get your feedback. We always love to hear what the listeners think of the show. To take us out today, I'd love to hear, we have one more song. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So we could hear one last song from Summer Hoop. And by the way, Summer, tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
On social media, you can probably look up Summer Hoop. My Instagram handle is SumHoop, and Facebook Summer Hoop, Twitter Summer Hoop.
Are you really active on there?
I'm really active on Instagram and
there you go.
Facebook. Mostly Instagram.
Mostly
yes.
Instagram. Sure.
So yeah, look me up on there. If you just Google Summer Hoop Music or YouTube, I have a couple music videos out that I would love if you watched them.
Yeah, they're really fantastic. Feel free to check those out.
Amazing
by all
quality.
means. Amazing.
Thank you to my
Yes, chef's
team.
kiss.
The lights,
Absolutely.
the whole studio, just the whole setup that you have for your music videos are really, really good.
It's awesome. But I'd love to hear it. Take us out with that
Okay.
last song, you guys.
Okay, the song's called Be Like That.
You're listening to WMNF Tampa.
Pick me up, going 93. You said it's typical. I'll be hush, not a peep from me. I'm just an individual that you might never see again. Soon as it's visible that I'm just a baby and you're another know-it-all. Say you're mine, I'll be blind for you. Whoa, you said love wasn't kind to you. And no, you said women always lie to you. Whoa, it's too late, not much I can do. You drink all night and then you wake up mad. Start a fight and then you take it back. You said it's alright, you were just born to be bad. No one said you had to be like that. I call you up and then you start to attack. You just can't trust and I don't know how to. Oh, you said it's alright, you were just born to be bad. No one said you had to be like that. Gave my guards every single way, and a game you know too well. Breaking down every single day, doing things we'll never tell. Baby, I don't wanna fight today. Got no more soul to sell. Does it really matter what I say? I know you're gonna raise some hell. You were mine, I was blind for you. said love wasn't kind to you. And no, you think I'm always lying to you. Whoa, it's too late, not much I can do. You drink all night and then you wake up mad. Start a fight and then you take it back. You said it's alright, you were just born to be bad. No one said you had to be like that. I call you up and then you start to attack. You just can't trust and I don't know how to act. Oh, you said it's alright, you were just born to be bad. No one said you had to be like that. No one said you had to be like that. No one said you had to wake up mad. No one said you had to treat me bad. The things I know, the things you can't take back, the places we'll go, I really thought you meant that. No one said you had to be like that. You drank all night and then you wake up mad. Start a fight and then you take it back. You said it's alright, you were just born to be bad. No one said you had to be like that. I call you up and then you start to attack. You just can't trust and I don't know how to. Oh, you said it's alright, you were just born to be bad. No one said you had to be like that. No one said you had to be like. No one said you had to be like that. You said it's alright, you were just born to be bad. No one said you had to be like that.